Our portfolio page is looking pretty bare, so let's add some portfolio items to get this page looking great. So if you remember, we added this portfolio page through pages, but there's also this portfolio with this little portfolio icon, and this is where we add portfolio items. So when we add these portfolio items, you'll see on the portfolio page that they automatically populate here in the portfolio page. So to add an item, a portfolio item, just hover over portfolio, click on add new, and then it looks as if you're adding a post or a page, but remember it's just an item. And so yeah, let's put in a title. So I want to show the cover photo for this WordPress course, so I'll put in that title, set a featured image. So upload files, select files, and I'm going to select the image. Then once it's done loaded, I'll just click set featured image. So there that is. I can also add a category. So add new category, put buildwithoutcode.com, and then click add new category to get it to actually add. And then I can even put a description in here. So I can say something like learn more, or let's say see more at buildwithoutcode.com, and then we can make this a link. So highlight this, and let's make it a link, add link, and now let's hit publish. So now when we go over to our portfolio page, hit refresh, we can see it's added this portfolio item, and it is categorized. So you'll see when I add more items, you'll see how this works, but pretty much it will just show, when I click on this, it will just show the items in this category. And so I can click on this plus button to pull up a light box where it will show a preview of it. I can make it do full screen, tweet, like. I can exit this, and then if I click on the actual words, so not the plus button, but the words, I click on that, then it will take me to the actual portfolio item itself, and this is where it shows the description. It has a link right here. So it doesn't show the description unless they click on the actual words. But yeah, in a nutshell, that's how you add a portfolio item. So I've added a couple of other items, and I've put different categories for each of these portfolio items. So when we have all selected, it shows all of them. If I click buildwithoutcode.com, then it only shows the items with the buildwithoutcode.com category assigned to them. Same thing with the Key to Studios or Well Gifted. So it's a pretty cool way for them to, see the different items that you worked on a specific project, and then if you just click all, then it shows all of your portfolio items. So I've added some more portfolio items, and this is just 3, but you may potentially have, who knows, hundreds of portfolio items. And it would be really nice to be able to drag and drop these to put them in a different order, because if you have tons of them, it's hard to manage and such. And there actually is a way to do that. So to get that functionality, just go to plugins, hover over that, click on add new, and then in search plugins, we're going to put simple custom post order, and hit install now and activate. And so this plugin, I've actually used it before for blog posts. So to reorganize my blog posts, to reorder them so that certain ones appear before the other ones, this is a really good plugin for that. And it also works, I found, for the portfolio items. So to access it, just go to settings, hover over that, and then SCP order, click on that. And so wherever you want it to work, just click on it. We just want it for portfolio, so we're just going to check portfolio, click on update, and then we'll go to portfolio, click on portfolio. Here we have our items. Now you can see there is all of a sudden, for my cursor, there is this drag and drop icon. So now I can drag and drop them to however I want. So I can, I believe this is the order it's currently in, right? We have the Ultimate WordPress course, the weightlifting, the Well Gifted, and so So if I change it, let's put the weightlifting first, then the WordPress course, then the Well Gifted. So I don't have to hit save or anything. It pretty much saves automatically as soon as I move it. So I move it now, so you can see the order how it is right now. If I hit refresh, now the order changes. Now weightlifting is first. So just a cool little plugin to help you to manage your portfolio items because you may have a lot of them. Here on the portfolio page, I've added some more portfolio items. I have about 12 total, and as you can see, it shows only 9 by default on the first page, and then it starts going into another page. So only 9 will show up on the very first page. So then if we click page 2 to take us to the second page, we get this 404 not found. And if you remember, I mentioned that that can happen with this theme, that sometimes you'll get to a page and for some reason will not show, and that's because of the permalink structure. So if this happens, you can solve it by simply, instead of having post name, changing it to default, hit save changes. Then when we come back to our site, let's go to the home page, then back to the portfolio page. Now we see the first 9, and then page 2, we click it, and it works just fine. So if you want to have it spill onto different pages after you have more than 9 items and you don't mind the permalink structure as is with the default structure, then the portfolio page is all done. However, for me personally, I didn't want to have it spill onto different pages. I wanted the user to be able to just keep scrolling and continue to see all my work. And also, if I have the option, I prefer to use post name permalink structure over the default. However, that's not a huge thing, but if I have the preference, I would like to have the post name as the permalink structure. But the main thing for me is I don't want separate pages. I want everything all on one page, and now I'm going to show you how you can do that. So to get rid of pagination so that all of our work is just displayed on one single page, we're going to go to Appearance, hover over that, and then click on Editor. So we're going to actually do some changes to the actual file. So again, you got to be really careful. And we're going to scroll down to Showcase Page Template. Click on that. And then what we want to do is scroll down and look for this part right here where it says Posts per page. And then it says 9. And then we can change that to whatever we want. So however many you want to show per page, you can just change it to that. So I'll just put 40 for now, and then I'll update file. And remember, so when we make these changes, anytime a theme is updated, these changes get completely erased. So if you do update this theme, remember the changes you've made so that you can go in and re-enter them in after you've updated your theme. Anyway, so now let's come back here. We will hit refresh, and now you can see there's no pages, just all 12 items on the first page. And I can even excuse me, I can even go to permalinks and change the structure to just post name. Hit save changes. So now to get back here, I'm going to go to home and then back to portfolio so that it can change the permalink structure up here. And as you can see, everything's a-okay. And just FYI, how I figured out how to change the get rid of the pagination and change the number of items it showed per page was through the support forum. So the support forum for this theme, and I believe I actually came across this page just by Googling things. So again, I've mentioned before, it's really important that you get in the habit of looking for answers on Google and stuff, and getting really good at finding answers on Google, because you're always going to run into different types of problems, and if you can find them yourself on forums and Google, then you'll be sitting pretty well. So someone asked on this forum how to turn off pagination in portfolio, and this person answered it, and that's how I figured it out. And so yeah, I discovered this page through Google, but also a lot of times when you go to appearance and themes, go to the actual theme details, click on it, and then see right here they say here's the documentation or the guide on how to use vCard, and then right here is the support forum for vCard. So a lot of times if you just click on the theme, they'll give you some links to their websites or support forums where you can go to find other answers for a specific theme.